Some things are up to us and some things are not up to us. This was said by Epictetus. The point of this is, how do you, in the midst of turmoil that's happening around you, choose to react? And if you allow circumstances around you to bother you, to affect you in a manner that disturbs your path, your way of thinking, your decision making, then perhaps it's time to ask you, how strong is your resolve? Why is it that you can allow certain circumstances to affect you in that manner? So while the world crumbles around you, can you be calm? Can you think? So, what is it that puts a person to fight or flight? Is it events that have taken place? Is it that they haven't dealt with, that they've gone through trauma, and they still have post-traumatic stress? How do you deal with it? If events have become too much for a person to deal with in their lives, what are they actually doing? Are they allowing it to take over, to control them? Isn't it time that that person starts taking a deep breath, recognizing it, and finding a way to deal with this? And it's not about the situation at hand, but it's the deeper things that have affected the person to be dealing with this issue now. Could it have been avoided? And if it could, how? What needed to be done differently to not get to this point where the person is in that situation of destruction, turmoil around them? What led them to that point? So by asking these questions and going deeper and deeper and deeper, one gets to the point of discovering what it was that pushed them into this way of life, of thinking, of doing, reacting, being in fight-to-flight mode. And how do you get out of it? What is the first step? Because by looking at the mountain in front of you, you're not going to be able to move. You're going to be stuck, frozen. You have to look at what's your first step. And once you get to that first step, you might be faced with two choices. And those two choices lead to different directions. And perhaps there's more than two choices. But take that first step. What's the first step, you may ask? Well, that's up to you. You have to decide what is best for you. And that first decision takes in consideration that you might leave people behind. But more importantly, you might leave your old self behind. Can you do that? Some people find it hard. And I understand that. Because we're all human. We're all attached to something. But why not attach yourself to a better belief system? Something that is more constructive for oneself as opposed to destructive. I wish you a beautiful day.